Hello, my dear learners. Do you want to escape the scary standard error concept? Then we might have something for you to ease your escape. Today's video is standard error. Now let's get started with the standard error. If you take several samples from a population, then these samples will differ slightly. Therefore, it's also important to know how well a particular sample represents the population. This is where we use standard error. Many students get confused about the difference between standard deviation and standard error. Imagine that we are interested in the ratings of all lecturers of economics. So lecturers in general are the population. If we could take a sample from the population, when someone takes a sample from a population, they are taking one of many possible samples. If we take several samples from the same population, then each sample has its own mean, and some of these sample means will be different. Imagine that we could get ratings of all lecturers on the planet and that on average the rating is 3. Of course, we can't collect ratings of all the lecturers, so we use a sample. For each of these samples, we can calculate the average or sample mean. Let's imagine we took 9 different samples in the diagram. You can see that some of the samples have the same mean as the population, 3, but some have different means. The first sample of lecturer were rated on an average as 3, but the second sample were on an average rated as only 2. This illustrates the sampling variation. That is, samples will vary because they contain different members of the population. A sample that by chance includes some very good lecturers will have a higher average than a sample that by chance includes some awful lecturers. We can actually plot the sample means as a frequency distribution or histogram, just like I have done in the lower part of the diagram. This distribution shows that there were 3 samples that had a mean of 3, 2 and 4 occurred in 2 samples each, and mean of 1 and 5 occurred in only 1 sampling each. The end result is nice symmetrical distribution, which we can say the name sampling distribution. Sampling distribution is simply the frequency distribution of sampling means from the same population. Now think back to our standard deviation concept. If you were to calculate the standard deviation between sample means of our example sampling distribution, that would give you a measure of how much variability there is between the means of different samples of the same population. The standard deviation of sample means is known as the standard error of the mean. Of course, in reality, we cannot collect hundreds of samples and so rely on approximations of the standard error. As samples get larger, usually greater than 30, the sampling distribution has a normal distribution with a mean equal to the population mean, and the standard deviation looks like this formula. This is known as the central limit theorem. When the sample is relatively small, less than 30, we apply t-distribution. We'll talk about this in more detail in our next tutorial. Stay tuned, do subscribe, and see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye. I think you find your small dry stone while running down the side of the frame. Bye bye. See you again.